today we're here at the Norfolk Motorhome and Campervan show, and we're here with our friends at the MCC, the Motor Caravanners Club, and today I'm talking to Morris. So Morris, you've been a member of the club quite a long time?
Yes, we actually joined the club in 1979, which is now going back approximately 40 years. We first came into motor caravanning when Mary, my wife, wanted an oven.
Right.
Now this may sound absolutely crazy, but we'd been camping for all our previous life before we come across motor caravans, and she said to me, I'm fed up with cooking on 2 burners and a grill. Right,
yeah, I know where she's coming from. Yeah.
We saw an advert at a company called Wilson's of Epsom, which are a big dealer. They were a big motorhome dealers at one time, for a camping oven.
Yeah. Right.
So off we went down to Epsom, and we had a look at it, and there was a pile of boxes with these ovens and a window. And as we looked at the ovens, we looked out through the window, and there was a small comma pop-up roof motorhome.
Yeah, right, yes.
Or camper van, whatever you want to call it. And we both looked at each other, and she said, I used to go in one of them with my dad.
Right.
I said, oh, right. Yeah. So we went out and looked at it, and on the spur of the moment, we bought her. Now, some people watching this will know the size of my family, and also how big we actually all are.
Right, yes.
And at that particular time, we had 3 sons.
Right, yes.
We had another one on the way.
Right, yes.
In this tiny little green, green pop-up roof, and off we bought it, and off we went. You see, and the first time we really went out in it was up to Blackpool. We went up to see the lights.
Right, yes.
And trundled all the way up there, waving at the other vans coming the other way.
Yeah, you still do it now, don't we, today, after all those years?
It was quite an adventure, and we spent a few nights out and everything, got back home, and we both looked at each other and said, that just is not big enough.
Yeah, because you're quite tall.
Quite tall, so over 6'6", and it just was not big enough.
No.
So we went back to Wilson's, and told them the story that really and truly it's not big enough, and the salesman said, he said, what I'll do, he said, I'll refund you what you paid for that.
Yes.
He said, as long as you walk out with one of those. And he pointed across the yard, and there was about 7 or 8 Bedford petrol CI motorhomes.
Right,
And we went over and had a look in it, and of course, you salivate, you sort of look around, and you walked into this cavernous box, and it had everything which we would possibly need. And we both looked at each other, and we went, yeah, right, how much are they? Well, they were over £7,000, which was more than we actually paid for the house when we bought the house in 1970.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Morris.
And we thought, crikey,
Yes.
Anyway, we went and saw the bank manager.
Yes.
And he hadn't got a clue what we were on about, but he said, I'll loan you the money. He said, as long as you bring it round the bank and let me have a look what it's all about.
Yes.
So we bought our first coach-built CI motorhome from Wilson's at Epsom.
Yeah, Epsom, yes.
And she done us proud all over the place. Surprisingly enough, the actual layout was, in my opinion, one of the best layouts we've had from all the vans we've had. Had a rear entry.
Right. Oh, right. That's
As you went into it, you had a shower and a toilet, and the toilet was a pump-up affair inside there, which you just lifted the whole thing and took it away and emptied it and put it back in again.
Right. Yeah.
On the left hand was a bench running right the way down one side, which was the sink, the cooker, somewhere to prepare your food. And then there was a dinette, and the luton, and there was bunk beds. You put a bunk bed up in the cab, and one over the other, and that was it. You see, and so we toured toured the continent with her.
Did you really? Oh, you went abroad.
And
yes.
all over England. But prior to all that, we actually went to the Earl's Court Motorhome show.
Right, so you went there.
When Earl's Court was there.
Oh, that was a long time ago. Yes.
Yeah, wandering around all the stands and everything. Exactly the same as we're doing here at the Norfolk Show.
Yeah, wandering around. Yes.
There was the Motor Caravanners.
Same as it is today.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And we're talking about 40 years now.
Yeah, 40 years ago. Yes.
And the people who were running it were Tony and Nina Smith.
Right. Yeah.
Nina did go on to become chairman of the club at one stage.
Right. Yes.
But they spoke to us and we thought, like the people do, they go, shall we, shan't we, shall we? And we said, yes, come on. And we signed on the dotted line.
Yes.
And when we went home, we said, well, what are we going to do with it,
40 years ago, you thought, what are we going to do?
We had this book, and we started reading through that, and it told us about rallies and things, and there was a rally at Camberley, down in Surrey.
Yeah, Camberley, Surrey, yes.
And we said, well, it's only a day, we'll go down and
see. Yeah.
Put our, dip our toes in the water and see what's going on. And it said Silver Band concert. Well, to get me out to a Silver Band concert back then, you'd have had to drag me, but we loaded the van up and off we went.
Yeah.
And we pulled into the car park of Camberley Village Hall. There was a load of other vans in there.
Yes, yeah.
And as we sort of settled, there was a knock on the door almost immediately.
Right, yes.
And a chap opened the door, and the chap said, excuse me, you don't mind if I come and have a look inside?
Yeah, right.
I thought, well, that's a bit forward.
Yes,
you
yes, you just got here.
He said, I want to see whether you've got the deluxe pack.
What?
And I looked at him and said, the deluxe pack? He said, yeah. He said, I want to see how they've rigged it up. He said, if you've got the deluxe pack, he said, I want... So I said, well, come in.
Yeah, well, that was good.
And his name was Ron Mole.
Ron Mole, right, yeah.
And he came in, he went, yeah, you've got it.
Yeah.
Now, you'll never guess what the deluxe pack was.
I'm thinking of the toilet, was it?
No.
No?
It was a small geyser or water heater.
Oh, right, yeah.
Actually mounted over the sink in the bathroom, right? And it was,
it was in the bathroom, yes, yeah.
And it was a Valent, and it supplied the sinks, like,
Oh, I see.
a gas heater.
Yeah.
And that was the luxury pack.
That was the luxury, so you'd got the luxury van.
So we had the luxury pack, and our youngest boy, another Morris fanger, and he was in his carry cot underneath the table, fast asleep, oblivious to everything. Yeah. When the music stopped, he started. When it carried on, he shut up.
Yes.
But we had a nice day there, met a load of people, and thought, well, this looks quite a friendly sort of attitude, So we carried on, and then
it's not changed really.
It hasn't really changed
You're still
the format over all the years which we've been in the club.
You've been in the club 40 years, but how long has the club been running, Morris? Do you know?
Well, 1960 was the first real get-together of the club, and they didn't really turn it into a limited company until 1962. I think it was 5 founder members got together and formed the club in 1960.
Right.
The first AGM when they turned it into a limited company was in 1962.
1962, right.
And they started forming groups all over the country, and to this day we now have roughly 25 groups, including the special interest groups as well. Yes. And that format has thrived over the last 60 years. And when we get to 2020, that's our 60th anniversary, which is our...
Wow, yes, 60 years.
Diamond Jubilee. Diamond Jubilee.
Oh, so you were there for the other celebrations?
So we've come through with the 25th, the 40th, the Ruby, the 50th, the Golden, and now we're on towards the Diamond, and that will be next year, 2020, Lake May Bank Holiday.
Lake May Bank Holiday. What are you planning for it?
What we're planning for it?
Yes.
It's a committee that I'm not actually on.
Okay, yes.
I have
Yeah.
I've taken on a role as a committee.
Yeah.
We're forward planning, as they call us.
Right. Yeah.
There's only 2 of us on the committee, and we tend to come up with all sorts of weird ideas.
Yes. Yeah.
Some good, some bad.
Yeah.
And we put them forward to these other committees.
Yeah.
Who sometimes take up what we offer them and what we don't. The other side of our committee is we keep an eye on the CFG, which is the Constitution for Groups.
Right, yes.
Which is what the club actually, it's our rules and regulations.
Yes.
The Articles of Association, which is the company side of it.
Yeah.
Just recently, we've reduced the number of people on the council of management from 18 to 15.
Right, yeah.
After joining,
yes,
we went on to working on the Surrey committee.
Yes, yep, Surrey committee, yes.
Marion took on the job of being the tuck shop manageress.
Right, yeah, yeah.
But in those days, we have to remember we had a lot of children.
Yeah, yes.
And over weekend we'd have perhaps 15 or 20 children on site. Yeah. And the tuck shop was a lifeline because in those days we were out in the wilds a lot, farm sites and everything like that. And the children, you know, would come and spend their tuck money with us. Yeah, and that would go back into the group as well as part of their funds, you know.
Yeah. So, well, she talked about areas. So, what is an area, and what can people do to get involved? Yes.
In the Motor Caravanners Club,
yes,
we don't go by areas; we go by groups.
Ah, okay, groups. Yes.
Though other clubs call themselves areas,
yeah,
we've actually called ourselves groups. And
right.
Groups, number one, are completely autonomous to themselves. Right. They come under the umbrella of the Motor Caravanners Club.
Yes.
Specifically for legal reasons. For use of the certificate of exemption,
right,
which we'll touch a little later on.
Yeah.
And also, originally they were basically county groups.
Oh, county, yeah, yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So, when I joined the club back in '79, we were put into the Surrey group.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can go through all the county groups.
Yes.
But
every county.
Some of the places we've got larger groups like East Midlands, who have 5 counties, Nottinghamshire, Leicestershire, and those counties around there. You've got Chiltern group with about 3 or 4 counties,
yes,
like with the Berkshire and Bucks and everything like
so
that.
Just areas.
Northwest Mids, who run through from England across the top of Wales, taking in that.
Yes.
South and West Wales, which is basically from the middle of Wales down to the to Swansea and Cardiff, and then you can go out onto the Cornish Peninsula and Devon. Yeah, they're two.
So there's lots of different areas, but you can go to any group you want to.
Right,
you can go on there.
Once you've
joined the club,
once you've joined the club, paid your membership, and you get your membership
number
card, and your card.
Yeah.
That card gives you entry into any rally.
Yeah, anywhere in the country.
Anywhere in the country.
Yes.
And over the years, we've sold the club on the fact that a lot of our rallies are non-bookable.
Yes,
so
excellent. That's
you can
key point. Yes.
You can look in your magazine and see a rally and think to yourself, "Oh, okay, that sounds good. Off we go."
Yeah, brilliant.
In recent times, over the last few years, with the vans getting a lot larger, rules coming in about the safety aspect, some group meets can only accommodate certain number of vans.
Okay,
and when that is the case, in the magazine and in the book and wherever you can find your information, it will state bookable rally.
Yeah.
And they are the ones. Sometimes when there's food involved, you know, the catering side of it, people like to know what for the catering. That's
the only reason.
Yeah.
And can you bring friends with you if you want to in your van?
Or
is it just for members only?
You can bring you can bring friends in the van with you.
Yes.
There's normally a van is 2 people and a van, and the weekend fee pays for those.
Those, right.
If you've got extra adults,
family or
that's
friends,
over 18. or friends with you who are going to stay overnight and everything, then there's a charge for that as well. Juniors run up to the age of 18. So they're okay.
They're okay, yes.
But visitors, you can have visitors.
Visitors, yes.
As long as when they come in, for our insurance reasons, they report into reception to say, oh, we've come to see Wendy and Steve, and we're going to just see them for the afternoon. And it'll be noted on the rally form, and they can go there. And if anything does happen, God willing, nothing will happen.
No,
but
you know who's on site, don't you? That's
who's on
right.
site,
who's on site? Yes. I know you run rallies abroad because we had a lovely time in the winter in Spain on your rallies.
That's right.
Generally, how many rallies are there sort of a year? Would you say?
Throughout the UK, and Spain, including Northern Ireland, even the Isle of Wight. If we think about going abroad, but
that's right. Yes.
No, it's roughly works out at about 500 plus events a year.
It's a lot, isn't it? Yes.
It is a lot. When you think, you're going on up into Scotland. Certain groups are more prolific than others in putting on, but most groups run at least 3 to 4 events a month. And you've got 100. Over a month, you've got 25 groups. If there was 100 events that you could go to, it's so vast.
It's very vast, isn't it?
It's been that sort of format all the way through, and it's a good workable format. Your committee, most groups settle down with a committee of perhaps between 5 and 10 people. And the rally officer, in my opinion, is one of the most important people of the committee. Even though you have a chairman, a vice chairman, secretary, treasurer, and everything,
they are.
The rally officer is the crucial pivot of the group. When he goes out and he finds an area, a space, a school, a farm, we'll take the Bristol Balloon Fiesta as an example. He then has a look at it, and with his experience, he says, right, I've got enough room for 100 vans. I don't expect 100. No, we should be okay.
Open it up, everybody welcome.
Or he'll go to somewhere and he'll think, it might be tight at about 40, 50 vans, and we'll make that one a bookable one. And that's the way it goes on.
So Maurice, tell us about, if you join the club, what do you get out of it and how do you go about joining?
Well, kind of about joining has been simplified in the last 18 months, and it is a very good source of gaining membership, and that is online joining. It's quite a simple process. Is you go online onto the club web page. The online joining is up there as one of the major titles.
And how much would it cost?
The price at the moment is £34.75.
Right.
At the shows, if any of the people come to the shows, there's always a special offer on. And at this show here at Norfolk at the moment, the special offer is £30.
£30,
So that's the joining fee. So once
you've joined,
you can, if you're not too savvy with computers and things like that, you can arrive at a rally, and provided they got the room to take you in, they'll join you there and then on the spot.
Right, brilliant.
And you'll get you'll pay your money, you'll fill your form in, of which the rally officers all carry the joining forms, enrolment forms, and that's another way of doing it. Another way is to perhaps pick up a leaflet in dealers.
In dealers,
where individual dealers
when you buy it, your motorhome,
have it, and you can join from there. And another, which is the biggest, in my opinion, source of joining, is a recommendation from another member. Now, if the other member recommends somebody to join, that member, providing he fills in, or the person joining fills in the form and puts the membership number of the person who's recommended, the person who's recommended will get a £10 voucher. But that is available against club services, rallies, and it has no monetary value except within
to
the
spend
club.
with the club, yeah.
But they're the basic ways we do gain stuff. Members, if they carry their old magazines with them, and they see a van somewhere, or they see a van arrive locally to them, just to go down and perhaps knock on the door and give them
one of the magazines.
One of the magazines, and say, "Would you like to have a look at that? Might be of some use to you."
Yeah, and that's what also you get when you join. You not only get access and information about all the rallies here and abroad, you also get magazines every month and a book.
The magazine is called the Motor Caravan.
Okay, yes.
And the other day I was in the club office at Welland.
Oh, Welland, yeah.
And I was down there on a tutorial for something I'll tell you about in a minute.
Yeah.
And on the racks was all the magazines going right back to about I think it was 1961. I think
they
it
brought
was.
the first book. Wow.
Yeah, right back to the very, very first magazines, and they're all down there. Like they're only available if you happen to be dropping in on the office, which
so anyone could come and look at them. Yes.
And I started flicking through, and it was quite an eye opener. It really was.
Yeah.
But almost since that time, if you was to put today's magazine up against that and start flicking through, the format is very similar.
Yes.
So it's a format which follows on.
And you get the book, don't you? Because I've got one in. It tells you also about night stopovers, people you can stop at for the night. And
there's everything in the handbook, which is issued yearly in January to every member.
Yeah.
And in there, there's all the casual campsites, the night stops, campsites, recommended campsites, general information on lots of motorhoming, disability. There's an awful lot within that book to read. If people, there's a whole section on the insignia.
Yes. That's right, yes. Because I've noticed, saying that, you've got a shirt on there, and I noticed the plaque you've got as well. So you can buy things like this, or what can you get?
Well, this was the plaque that was issued out or given to every van on site.
Oh, yes.
At the Golden
Jubilee, yes.
At the 50th.
50th years ago, that's brilliant, yes.
And
so obviously you can't buy them now, but you can buy them. What can you buy now as regalia and memorabilia?
Everything's available. We have... we have stickers for the van. You can see my mirrors if you can't see my mirrors, you can't see us.
Yeah.
Motor Caravans do it without a hitch.
Yeah.
There's lots and lots of stuff. Reserve signs. We've got everything's got the new club badge. That's something else we could talk about. We decided 3 years ago that we'd like to brighten up or make the club badge more presentable and recognisable to the fact that it is the Motor Caravanners Club. And we moved from that badge there, though it's for the Golden Jubilee. If you look in the mirror, there's a steering wheel.
Oh, right, yes. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Now that steering wheel and the snail and the Motor Caravanners Club has been our badge since 1960.
Right.
So we went through an exercise of asking the club to send in some designs, their thoughts and everything like that. And we put them down and put them together, or the council of management did. And out of that, we actually decided what we thought the way the badge should go.
Yeah.
There's at the bottom of it, there's the road to enjoyment, which took a long time to even sort out the road to enjoyment as a slogan in the bottom of the badge. And we launched it at Stafford.
Stafford, yes.
On Stafford Showground. And that was, everybody had new badges, obviously they had stickers to go in and everything like that. And we had small glasses, a small bottle of wine for every member, and we toasted the new badge in, and it's been widely accepted because a lot of the older members.
Change is difficult, isn't it?
Change is very difficult.
Yes.
But when you think that the turnover of membership in the club is in the region of between 1,000 and 1,200 members a year,
wow.
Those people coming into the club will only know the new badge.
Yeah, they will. Yeah,
and
they won't know. Yes.
The old ones, I'm afraid, we're now getting a bit of a rare breed now. And
well, how has there anyone been in the club 60 years since it started?
Well, we've actually at the moment we're going through the process of buying the 60-year membership badges. We have 25. Yeah. 40, 50,
25, yes,
and 60.
Yeah, wow.
Though there is actually 2 members who are coming up in towards their 60th anniversary. There's one in the Sussex group and there's one up in the Northern Counties group. And they've been members of the club, they've been members of the council of management. Yeah. They've taken on many jobs within the club. But so they're the 2 I can really think of at the moment.
Yeah, they're so long. It's a long. Yeah, once you join,
that's
it. Yes.
When we get the actual embroidered badges done, for economy we buy, not in bulk, but in this occasion we'll probably buy 50, and I think 50 will probably last an awful long time. Whereas the 25-year badges, we buy larger bulk because they get issued out to the members, and it's a free thing. The computers flag up the membership years, and the office sees it and they dispatch them out to them.
So you can see, like, if you want to buy badges or any insignia, you can see it online or in the magazine, can't you? Yes, anyone can buy them.
The actual online shop.
Yes.
We're talking about online again. Yeah. But the online shop should be going live on August the 6th this year, 2019.
Right. Okay, right. Yes.
It's been a long time coming. Marion Brooks is my wife. Yeah. She's been the insignia officer for, I think, about the last 10 or 11 years now. Right. And she gets everything together, and she deals with all the orders that come in.
So we've been a member, Maurice, for 40 years. So what have you got out of the club, do you think, you've enjoyed?
Oh, first of all, we found there was a good family atmosphere of the club, and some of our families, and there was always seemed to be between 2 and 4 children to every family. Yes. Yeah. Now those children are now up in their 40s and 50s, and they're still friends out on the, outside the club itself. There's not a lot of them actually come back to the club. No. We have one of our youngest sons. He's come back into the club, or come into the club as an adult with his partner, who used to be one of the Kent juniors.
Oh, I see. Yes.
And they met many years ago, actually on club rallies when they were very young, and they have now 3 children.
Oh,
so
have they? Yeah, right.
They're well into it.
Into it.
But over the years, the club has been not only a club to give us outdoor entertainment, but it's been a friend.
And you can put back by helping. Have you been involved?
You can, if you just want to camp. Yeah. You come away for the weekend and just enjoy whatever's on.
Yeah, that's it.
But there's always a nucleus of people within the background who are all basically volunteers. Yes. Yeah. Who step up that one bit to start organising things. Yeah. And there is an awful lot of organisation, and we come through, as I say, through the Surrey Committee and everything. Yes. In 1995, I decided that I could do a little bit more. Right, yeah. And at that AGM, I offered my services, and I was voted on to the Council of Management. Right, yeah. From then on, the first big task we took on, or Marion took on, was the Homecraft at the National
yes,
Rally,
yeah,
of which she'd done for 11 or 12
yeah,
years.
yeah.
And some of those those competitions, there was over 1,000 entries in some of
Wow.
those.
Yeah. Cake making and crafts and and
From
things,
that,
yeah.
as soon as she stepped down from that,
Yeah.
we started taking on the show rally marshalling.
Right, yes.
That was for another 10, 11 years. We gave that up
Yeah.
2 years ago, and the people who took over from us unfortunately fell ill. We had to take it back on for a while because we had the experience of doing it,
Yeah.
and we now have a new team doing it.
Yeah.
But then over the years,
Yeah.
I've served as National Rally Secretary and many other different jobs, all the way through my working life as well.
Yeah.
And nowadays, it's the meetings that the Council of Management has are dotted all over the country,
Right. Yeah.
because members on that council do come from
Yeah.
different places, from
yes. Yeah.
West Country up to Lancashire and all over the country.
yes.
So we move it around so that people get a chance not to travel too far. And as I say, we're still plodding on.
Yes.
There's two of us who've been on well over 34 or 24 years.
Yes. Yeah.
That's myself and Les Kendrick.
Okay.
Les Kendrick's senior to me,
Yeah. All right.
but
Quickly, tell me, how many rallies have you been on?
how many
Come on,
rallies?
because everyone wants to know.
Well,
You do not.
in
no.
40 years,
Yes.
I would say you must have an average
Yeah.
of at least 10 to 15 a year.
Yeah.
So
Quite a lot,
do
yes.
the maths.
Yeah.
And there is quite a lot.
Yes.
And we also
massive.
toured a lot
Yes.
with the band,
Yep.
and
Yes.
we managed to fit everything in. But it does take,
Yes.
like with us,
Yeah.
the club got hold of us,
Yes.
and it really
Kept you. That you didn't want to go.
it kept
No.
us. Well, it's
No.
kept us in thrall for 40 years. We've had our ups and downs, of course,
Yeah. Yeah.
but we thoroughly enjoyed the club. Well, we're still thoroughly enjoying the club.
Yep. You are. And tell me quickly before, what motorhome do you have, and are you in
Well,
love with it?
At the moment,
Yes.
our motorhome, she's 13 years old
13
now.
years old. Yes.
It's Auto Trailer Rappaho.
Right. Auto Trailer. Yeah. Yes.
Because we're very large dwarfs.
Yes.
We're the largest dwarfs you'll ever meet.
Yes. And
At 6'6".
yes.
It's got a massive double bed in the
Yes.
back,
Right.
which accommodates
Excellent.
Marion and I
Yeah. Yeah.
comfortably.
Comfortably. So you're happy. Did you buy it from new?
Yes, we bought this
Yes.
from you.
Good.
Our last
Yeah.
4 vans
Yes.
have been from you,
Yes.
and this is the second Arapaho that we've had.
Yes.
So it's the layout which suits us.
Suits you. Yes. Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
also we carry quite
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
the
Of course,
club,
you've got all your stuff as well. All
we
the
carry the club stock in here
stock
as
in
well,
here.
you know. And,
What you can buy when you're at the shows, you
That's
can buy
right.
from you. Yeah.
Yeah.
You carry it. Yeah.
but,
Oh, that's brilliant. Thanks, Morris.
that's all right.
Yeah. I hope.